I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It really wasn't my fault.
I'm still here.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody told you to come in my room, Grandma. You tripping.
Get out of my way, dog.
Maybe you should never came in here. Maybe I would never be in your... See? It's time to go. Come on.
Get out of here. I'm gonna put some more.
See? All right, come
I'm
on.
gonna put some
Because
more.
I ain't doing that. Come on. I ain't doing it.
Don't touch me, boy. You got AIDS.
Grandma, you want French fries?
Yeah.
You like French fries?
Yeah. No, not again.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It really wasn't my fault.
I'm still here.
Oh my gosh.
ChatGPT, show me a beef patty.
It's so beefy lah.
Yo, I said a beef patty, not a whole hamburger, bruh.
Here yo single burger.
Perfect! Now show me a plate of Japanese white rice.
Japan rice lah.
Slap my beef patty on top of that.
It's so beef patty.
Pour gravy all over that.
All over that
Sprinkle mozzarella over it.
so cheesy lah.
OMG, I can smell it. Add some broccoli.
Eat yo green nah.
Now some French fries.
Here yo fly.
Imagine playing the violin while doctors operate on your brain. Sounds crazy, right? But it's real. A woman had a brain tumor dangerously close to the area that controls hand movement. So during her surgery, doctors woke her up and handed her a violin.
So this is actually a real thing. It's actually called an awake craniotomy and is done in specific instances like this. And the doctors actually might ask her to perform specific tasks to see if they're getting near certain parts of the brain that control this. This is actually a true story. There was a relatively famous violinist. Her name was Dagmar Turner, who underwent this procedure, and it was very successful.
As she played, surgeons carefully removed the tumor without damaging the part of her brain that controls fine motor skills.
Truly amazing.
Imagine playing the violin.
Trainers in the anime that own shiny Pokemon. Starting off with the OG, we got Ash with Noctowl. Old Man has a shiny Shuckle. We got Lance with his shiny Gyarados. Also, Lysander has a shiny Gyarados.
If your nose gets sliced off, doctors can place tissue expanders under the skin of your forehead. Once it is stretched out enough, they'll shape it into a nose. Then they take some cartilage from your rib cage and craft it into an internal structure.
So this is interesting. I've not really heard of using a tissue expander to expand it. What they do is they can rebuild cartilage. They can take it from your ear, they can take it from your rib to rebuild the cartilage, and then they would usually use a forehead flap to cover it up, and they might use some internal flaps to create the lining. But that's the most common way I've heard this done.
If your nose gets sliced off, doctors can place tissue expanders under.
Let's see what's in the Australian rainforest.
By the end of this video, my friends and I are covered in parasitic leeches. So the entire time we were walking through this rainforest, the locals were telling us there are critters that could kill us. I've never been in an environment like this, so the entire time I was looking to my left, my right, up and down. I did not want to die today. I came across this wild clay, which I wanted to harvest, but it was too difficult. And then finally my guard dropped, and I just started to appreciate where the beauty was and everything. Since it's always raining, the waterfalls were pumping full stream at all times. Anywhere you looked would be like Niagara Falls. The flowers were also very vibrant because they had so much nutrients from the surrounding area. Because we're in Australia, you have to watch out for crocodile-infested waters. Anytime I saw a rock, I was like, is there a crocodile living in there? I couldn't help but go in the water, and it was probably the best decision of my life because this was absolutely gorgeous, literally the most beautiful place I've ever swam. When we got out of the water, we went to the top of the waterfall to see the overall view, and I'm always telling Colty, quick, look hot, and then I'll pan over to him, and this time he just decided to start convulsing. So then when we took a look at our clothing, we realized we were covered in leeches. We put salt on them, and they fell off, so at this point, we just gotta hope that we don't have any kind of weird parasite from the leeches.
Let's see what's in the Australian rainforest.
By the end of this video, my friends and I are covered in parasitic leeches. So the entire time we were walking through this rainforest, the locals were telling us there are critters that could kill us. I've never been in an environment.
Trainers in the anime that own shiny